Here are the ingredients that we will be using for our lugaw for today. We have the main ingredient is 2 cups of sweet rice. I rinsed it and washed. It's sweet rice or glutinous rice. You can find that from Asian food market, but I think any American groceries would have something similar like that. I have ginger. I cut it thinly, about 2 tablespoons or 2 large knobs of ginger. You can eyeball it because depending on how much ginger you want to taste from your soup. So we have 5 chicken bouillon cubes. We have 5 tablespoons of fish sauce. This is the fish sauce that I use. There's a better brand that I like to use and I couldn't find it, but for today we'll use that one. And I'd like to show you the sweet rice packaging. Glutinous sweet rice. Okay, on to the ingredients. We have 1 tablespoon of garlic. You can use fresh or bottled garlic that you can keep in the refrigerator. I have about 2 cups of shredded rotisserie chicken here. I prefer rotisserie chicken, so it's already cooked and it has some flavor already from the rotisserie process. And I have 1 onion. So that's for the ingredients we will be using, and about 10 cups of water. I have a large pot here. Any pot you can use that would fit about 15 cups of water would be great. I'm using about 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. Any oil you'd like to use is fine. So let's wait till that gets a little bit warm. You can swirl it around to cover the whole bottom of the pot. Okay, let's wait for that to get a little bit hot. Okay, turn the heat to medium high, in between medium and high. The first thing we will be putting is our onion. 1 whole onion, sliced thin, but not very thin. Okay, we'll wait for that to get translucent is what we're looking for. Separating the rings of the onion so it can cook properly. You'll be hearing sizzling of the onion. There we go. Wait, saute for about 3 minutes, depending on your heat. I have it right now on just a little bit above medium heat. Keep stirring it. You don't want the onion to burn. Okay. It's starting to smell good. After that, I would like to add our ginger. You want to mix that well and let it sit for a while as well. You want to be able to smell the ginger as it cooks, just like the onion. They're the aromatics. And we'll wait a little bit to put our garlic. The reason I'm putting the garlic a third is because the garlic burns quicker than the ginger and the onion. So we want our ginger and onion to cook a little more and longer than we want our garlic, or else the garlic will burn and taste bitter, and we don't want that. I'll separate this sliced ginger. Okay, about time to put our tablespoon of garlic. I'll turn down the heat to medium. Alright. That does not require a long time, or else our garlic will burn. After that, about a minute. Let's let it stay for a minute. I will be adding our rotisserie chicken. If you don't have rotisserie chicken, you can boil chicken, any parts of chicken, and then shred them. So we'll mix it very good. Just warm it up a little bit. I guess we'll leave it there for after about 5 minutes. Here's our rice. I rinse the rice. Rinse it very well until the water is not so cloudy anymore. You add your rice. Mix very well. This recipe comes together very quickly, so you have to have all your ingredients all cut up and picked out and measured ahead of time. You don't want to be doing that while you're cooking and mixing things. So we will be adding 10 cups of water. First, we'll add the 5 bouillon cubes, or you can use bouillon powder as long as it's the equivalent of 5. And we will be adding 10 cups of water for the 2 cups of rice that we have. Here's 2. Don't worry about the bouillon cubes. They will all just incorporate with our soup. 4 cups. Six. I'll turn it to high, the heat, and mix it. So we have 6 cups. 8. 10. Okay, so we'll wait till the water boils, and we will put a lid and let it simmer for next 20 to 30 minutes. So for now, we'll wait till it starts to boil. Okay, I could see a little bit of the bubbles rising to the top, so we can mix it a little bit. That means it's going to start boiling soon. And Right now it's on high, but before we cover it, we have to turn down the heat so it doesn't overflow. Yep, I see a little more bubbles there. So I think it's safe to just cover. Turn down the heat. Right now I'm just turning it down to medium, but we'll turn it down a little more so it doesn't overflow. Okay, let's open it up and see. I can see a little bit more boiling, so it's time for me to turn it down between medium and low. As long as you could still see the boiling in there, that's good, but don't turn it all the way down that you don't see the bubbles anymore. So let's cover it with a lid and let's come back in about 20 minutes. Okay, so this is what it looks like after 15 minutes on low. I did had to turn it on medium for about 5 minutes after I covered it earlier. So now the rice is cooked, and this is what the consistency should look like. If you're unsure if the rice is cooked, you can take a little bit of spoon and try the rice. It's very hot, of course, so carefully do that. So now I would like to add our 5 tablespoons of fish sauce. And give it a little mix. Okay. At this point, you can also add some black pepper according to your desired taste. Some people like it more black peppery and some not so much. So after we've added let's get a little bit more of this pepper here. There we go. So I'm going to try and taste it. Let's see. So after tasting it, I can taste the ginger in there, chicken, the taste of chicken, and all the other ingredients. You can taste it after adding the 5 tablespoons of fish sauce and see if that's enough to your liking. If you like it a little bit more strong in fish sauce taste, you may add 1 more tablespoon. But for me, I'm used to fish sauce, and I think I will add 1 more tablespoon. But that should be enough for those of you who are not that familiar and just starting out with Asian cooking and using this. But this is the consistency of what we're looking for. Okay, so this is ready. We can turn off the heat, and I will dish it out, and I'll show you what you can serve with it. So there's ginger there's chicken. That's what it looks like. And then we will put a little bit of green onions on top. I like to cut up and freeze my green onions. So I always have extra on my freezer. And then when you have it in your freezer, you can just add it to anything you'd like. So I know it's frozen right now, but it doesn't take a long time for the green onions to melt. And that way it won't be overcooked when you taste it. All right, so thanks so much for joining me. This is what our lugaw looks like.